And last but not least, the current president of SAJA, a filmmaker. Please give a big hand for Prerana Thakurdesai.
Good evening, everyone. So nice to see everyone. It's actually been a little surreal this entire day because we had a spectacular conference the whole day, and there was a stellar group of people talking about some of the most relevant issues in journalism today, and then we have all of you come out here in support of SAJA. So it's been very surreal, and it's very encouraging to see everyone here. So we thought instead of, me giving a very boring talk about SAJA, why not like 6 of us do that for you? So we're just going to take you through, what SAJA is doing about it, the evolution of SAJA and what it's meant for the community here in America. I actually want to start with Sree because he's the co-founder. Sree, I work a lot in India, and every time I go back there and speak to people about SAJA, and they tell me, what is South Asian? I mean, they think of themselves Indian, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankan, Pakistani. So if they say that South Asian identity, collectivism is something for Western Pakistan. Do you agree with that? And did that have anything to do with how SAJA was formed?
Thank you for having me here. Folks, can we give Prerana a big round of applause? You all remember those t-shirts that said my president was black? Now I say my president is female. And brown, right. So we're just thrilled that Prerana and the entire team, SAJA board, please stand up. We want to thank you for everything you've done. Thank you very much. She asked a great question about South Asia. One of the things we say is there are no South Asians in South Asia. There are only Indians, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, etc. And when we started, we very deliberately started as a South Asian organization because we had a vision that it wouldn't be right to have an Indian organization. Because you look around this room and you see how many people are of different parts of South Asia now, and what an impact that has had on the organization going forward. And the other part was that a lot of people did want us to be the Indian Journalists Association, and we felt that when an American, non-South Asian looks at somebody like me, they don't calculate, is that a Bangladeshi, or somebody from Kerala, or Mumbai? They're like, there's a brown guy, and then good or bad, depending on what it is. So that's why we did that. We got a lot of flack then, and one of my regrets is that when SAJA was founded, the 4 of us, friends, old mother, Vikas Bajaj, no relation, Dilwasan and I, co-founders, and we tweet that photograph, but I regret that that's what is seen as a co-founding of SAJA, because that was just one meeting. The next meeting we had 18 people from all over, even a Bhutanese journalist showed up, which was wonderful. And today you wouldn't do a startup with 4 men of Indian origin. I think 3 out of us were born in India. We would want to be representative of much more of South Asia, and certainly have women on that. So that's one of my only regrets about SAJA is that.
Our first president was Jyoti Thottam.
Yes.
So that's exactly what I'm coming to. I mean, Jyoti was the first woman president.
First president after me.
Yeah. What was that? I was in the voice stuff.
I think Sree, I think Sree is correct. There were quite a few women and people from all over South Asia involved from the beginning. And in fact, I give a lot of credit to Sree for sort of having the foresight to think of the mission of that very tiny organization at that time in such a broad way. What I mentioned is I thought I would just sort of focus my remarks a little bit by talking about what it was like to be president of SAJA during 9/11. So that was, and actually the story that sort of comes to mind among the many other things that happened at that time was that actually I think it was several months before that, maybe even a year before that day, we had hosted someone
ambassador of the Taliban to the United States spoke at a SAJA event.
Spoke at a SAJA event. Because at that time, like, that was effectively the government of Afghanistan, and, you know, truly, Sree's wisdom in trying to be as inclusive as possible. This was this was an interesting person to host for a gathering of journalists who were either from or had an interest in that region. So we hosted this event. It was, he answered questions as politicians do, and then went home, and, that was fine. But after 9/11, if you Googled Taliban, that was one of the very first things that came up on Google, was that he had spoken to a gathering of the South Asian Journalists Association. And the result of that was that I think many of us received some really virulent, horrible hate mail. But it also, that kind of thing starts to sort of focus the mind about what's possible with an organization like this. We sort of had this vague idea of what it meant to kind of gather people who were from this region, who had an interest in this region. But after 9/11, I think, there are many of us here whose careers were sort of forged in the aftermath of that in one way or the other. There's really a place for having people at the table who, if they don't necessarily have a particular, and many of us do at this point now have an expertise in that region, but to be at that table, to be in the newsroom when decisions are being made about what is a story, or hate crimes against Sikhs in those, I think one of my very vivid memories is interviewing someone, I think it was maybe September 12th or September 13th where they attacked, someone who had reached out to me through SAJA and wanted to tell a story. Being at the table to say that these stories matter, that this is something that we should pay attention to as journalists. And then, of course, what ended up happening is that story became the story for all of journalism. And again, I give a lot of credit to Sree and everyone else who was involved in journalism after Danny Pearl was killed, to really sort of be part of that larger conversation, while also kind of serving us all as journalists in our work we do.
Can I also just add that one of the things we did that I'm really proud of, Suleiman Din is here. Suleiman, if you would stand up. We went, Suleiman is, by the way, married to a fellow SAJA member, so we said they have to endow a whole prize for, because they met through SAJA. But Suleiman and I and others went to newsrooms in New York, and that was the first time they had met a Muslim journalist. And we had to explain Islam to these mostly white journalists who knew nothing about it in the days after 9/11. And he did an amazing job. Anyone else, if I was asked to do that about my religion, I would have not taken it well, but he did with great grace and empathy for these people who didn't know any better. And asked such basic questions.
That's interesting that we think of Vikas, because he was also around SAJA board around that time. What was the makeup of the South Asian journalist community back then?
It was tiny. It was huge. I was joking with somebody the other day, earlier today, that now you walk around the convention and the conferences, you don't know half these people, there's so many young people. So, back then there were so few of us that pretty much you knew everybody. You knew that there was that one voice on NPR that was Indian, and you knew that there was one or two people at the New York Times byline, she was the only one. And so many. There was two. And now there are so many that I track looking you weren't even a colleague of mine, but I actually never met before. So there's so many of us now that it's kind of astounding. And I think one of the things that I take the most pride in is that while the world sort of sees South Asia or South Asians in this country as being a privileged upper middle class or upper class community, that SAJA really serves a much broader community of people not all South Asians in the U.S. are privileged, not all of us are of middle class. Our scholarships, which were mentioned earlier, have benefited many young journalists who would not have been able to make rent or their tuition bills if it had not been for SAJA support. People have gone to Afghanistan and Pakistan and India to do stories that they would not have been able to do without the SAJA fellowship. So that's what I think, in my mind, I mean, is the most important thing that SAJA has accomplished, is brought not just those of us who were privileged enough that our parents could pay for our college education and support us through our early years as journalists, but it's those people. One story that someone told, and Steve was telling you earlier, was that one of the people we gave scholarship to, he, after one of these SAJA events at Columbia, was leaving and sort of relatively early, and we were like, where are you going? I won't mention his name because I won't embarrass him, but he said, oh no, I gotta go work. And he had an internship at Forbes, I think.
Yeah.
And but that didn't pay or didn't pay very much. And then he had taken the overnight shift at Wayne Reed for CBS. And so he was going to his job so he could pay for his rest. And he was a scholarship recipient, later SAJA fellowship recipient, and today he runs one of the largest newspapers in South Asia. So that's what
Yeah, I mean, I'd really like to talk about the South Asian journalists reporting fellowship that we have. We've supported some of the best stories in South Asia that are from out of practice here itself. We have, a story that's about how women played an integral role in the Pashtun Tahafuz movement, to South Asian women being impacted by the US immigration laws in Texas. So wide ranging stories, and I feel like as the newsroom budgets are shrinking, SAJA is playing an important role in allowing journalists to go on the field and report on these stories that otherwise would not be part of the American media. Sharaf, you were, sorry, is it too loud? You became the president of SAJA when SAJA had been around for a while. What was the journalism scene then, and what was SAJA playing then? And which year was that?
I don't remember the years. It's a blur. But I do remember. I remember this specifically. Was I'm going to give a shout out to Jigger and Anita, who were probably witnesses to this in our board meeting. But every January that's our first meeting of the year after a new board and everything. And every January, we go over who should we invite for this event we're at right now. Every January, we have this discussion. And for the past 25 years, 3 people, maybe 2, have always been up on the top list. Sanjay Gupta, Fareed Zakaria, right? Priyanka Chopra, and some other Bollywood guy that I don't know. But yeah, Sharaf Khan, that's it. Like those are the ones, it's like, go for it. Big. And one year, one board member kind of didn't understand the importance of Fareed and Sanjay Gupta. It was a shift. And that's, whatever year that was, that's when we could see the evolution of journalism. That suddenly this TV star that we grew up with, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, the doctor, and he's a journalist, like, it's like a big deal. Like, that was our selling point to our parents, like, that work didn't have the cachet anymore. It was suddenly about Instagram. It was about Snapchat. It was about digital. It was about your phone. And then all the programming had to evolve. We had to change it. It was less about, getting on TV and more about what's your Twitter followers? What are you posting on YouTube? Are you a YouTube player? How do you engage with YouTube? And then there was a shift. And that shift is just the evolution of what we do, just the evolution of our craft. But it's also, just to echo what everyone else has said here, part of the scholarships, what we were dealing with was, when I was there, it was, we were creeping into communities outside of the major cities. So we would be getting, emails and phone calls. I remember someone from Corona, California. Corona, California. Have you ever heard of Corona? No, because it's Corona, right? Corona, California reached out and said, how do I get into this field? My parents do blue collar work. I would love to get in this. I'm pretty much a second generation or first generation. I was 7, 6 when 9/11 happened. Like, this is my reality. How do I get in? And that was a whole new crop of students that we had to talk to and engage with. And the biggest thing that helped them was the scholarships, because we would always say, it helps sell this career when there's a community of people helping you out. And there's a lot of people that went through SAJA, came to New York, had great opportunity, moved LA Times, did a bunch of stuff through this program, and that's when we realized, okay, we are really making a dent in communities, not just in the cities or at Columbia or at NYU, but we're going down to UCR, we're going down to state schools, we're going down to community college, which is when we saw this shift.
Without any paid staff. We're all a volunteer-led organization. Everyone has day jobs, and we work with them, getting people together, running programs. Unlike many other organizations that have day jobs, that have no administrative costs. And Anusha has been 3 times president. I don't know how to do that, but she knows, yeah, she's the one. She's But she knows that the SAJA runs are very special to the volunteers. What was that like? You go deep down in your heart to find out why you were present in such that.
So what I have to start by saying is that any organization like SAJA is built on the strength of that spirit of volunteering. So if you really want to volunteer and want to contribute to an organization, join it. If you can't join it, contribute some funds. If you can't do that, then let your spouse join the organization. Support, like my spouse does, or find friends who will be speakers, who will do resume critiques and so on. So at this moment, can I ask everyone who's volunteered anything for SAJA over the past 25 years to stand up as a speaker, spouse, donor, board member?
Just like a South Asian wedding.
So I think that we are here only because so many people have done such wonderful things for SAJA. Here, we have touched the lives of many people, and we could only do this because of the volunteers. So if you haven't had a chance to volunteer the first 25 years, do it in the next 25.
The reality is that there was no blueprint to how we were going to carry on with this organization. What were the challenges? What the face? Let's talk a bit about that.
Yeah, I think that we have seen how the country has changed also in this time. So I was telling somebody today, we were formed 1994, was before Google, and they gasped. They didn't think there was at the time, before Google, before Facebook, before Instagram, before Uber, before so many things that we do in our lives every day. And the media has changed as a result as well. I should just tell you that Aruba which she is Facebook Living this entire thing. So if you all go to the SAJA website, the SAJA Facebook page right now, spell it out, South Asian Journalists, hit share. All your friends and family can join us right now. Please do that while we're talking. And you'll also get to hear our great conversation and share. So South Asian Journalists Association on Facebook, and hit share or repost, please. And the other thing is that we also live in a time when, for a lot of young journalists, the CEO of Pepsi has always been an Indian woman. Like, it's hard for them to remember a time when the CEO of Microsoft was not South Asian. And that tells you something about how the country is. And I should tell you that Indra Nui came and spoke at SAJA with Nikhil Devgan because he used to cover her as a young executive. They were both young. He was a journalist and she was a reporter. They both grew up in the business. And she became CEO of Pepsi and he became CEO, editor-in-chief of all of CNBC. And it was an amazing conversation to see what were the tough things for us as SAJA. Getting money from organizations, getting people to pay attention to SAJA. Part of the reason SAJA exists is that when we went to another organization that was there before us and said, the foreign minister of Sri Lanka is coming to New York, can we do an event? They said, what's Sri Lanka? What is the importance of that? They didn't understand that for a lot of us, hearing from that particular topic in the middle of the big civil war was important. So those are the things that we face. But today we have leaders at the top of almost every news organization, and that is so inspiring to everybody else, but convincing them that there was a time when it's not usual. This is not, you turn on the TV, you see Sree Sreenivasan right there, who's normally on your television, but you're sitting over there, or you see so many people here who have great impact every day in deciding journalism future and present. And I think that getting funding was the hard part. The other is getting more people to believe that you need a SAJA now. Right? Like in the early, there was somebody who told us that I have made it. I don't need SAJA anymore. She was very clear to us the way she said that. And the best part was that very senior people at the Wall Street Journal and other places continue to support us, because we could have, around 97, 98, 2002, we could have disappeared because people saw the value of this. Even when we are so successful, there's so much work still to be done. And that was, I think, very refreshing. I should also point out that one of my great heroes of Indian media and economics is here. Swaminathan Iyer is in the room just sitting around. Swaminathan, and he's just sitting here. He was, I think, our friend Neeraj told him we were going to dinner, and here he is. So this is what SAJA is about. And I'll tell you the final thing that I remember from the SAJA event was that my friends decided to prank me very early, and they said, we're going to have an event with Salman Rushdie. And I got all excited, and
When he was still in hiding.
when he was still in hiding, so he was going to come out at SAJA. And so we were very excited. And so I told several journalists to come, and they came, and then they had a cake, and it was a surprise birthday for me. And there was no Salman Rushdie. And at that moment, I kept thinking that, one day we will have Salman speak here, out of spite, if nothing else. But it turned out Salman's been a great supporter. He spoke, and he's helped raise money for us. And it's just incredible to think of how SAJA has changed, how the world has changed. But at the heart of it, we as a community, we can help each other and help those young kids and really make a difference. Starting tonight, I want to remind you of our 3-for-1 match. Anybody, you don't have to give the money tonight. Just email John laxmisaja@gmail.com, LAXMI, between now and Monday night, and you'll get 3 to 1. We've already raised $35,000. That's more than $100,000, as you know. Yeah, $35,000 more, and we're done. So if you can even give us $10, we'll take it. But if you can write a bigger check, we'd appreciate that as well.
I want to wrap up with a couple of questions before that. In terms of challenges, we call this South Asian Journalists Association, but how challenging has it been to get out and have South Asian journalists within our ranks? Getting the Pakistan, getting the conversation. It was India dominated for a while now, so in terms of diversity, how does SAJA do?
Everybody's looking at me here. and we have friends here who are involved in the Muslim Journalists Association, AMIJA, the Arab Middle Eastern Journalists Association. And one of our lessons has been that we have to be, even as a minority, aware of other minorities and making sure that they feel comfortable and that they're involved. When SAJA got a Sri Lankan Muslim as our president, where is Sharaf Mowjood? By the way, Sharaf Mowjood also was on the Trump trail, so you can imagine being a Muslim covering Donald Trump's first campaign. I think that was an example. So we have to do a lot more to reach out to LGBT folks. We have everybody, but we need more and more of them. And it's not tokenism to do that. It's to make the point that they feel comfortable as we need to feel comfortable in our newsroom. We have to look at ourselves and are we making everybody feel comfortable here.
At our conference, we really try to do that. Starting with all the people who just pushing and saying, no, we don't have it. So, yeah, very thankful. Just, one last question, and I'd like to move on to the respond. We talked about how unremarkable it is now to have South Asian journalists in a news organization. Why then is SAJA still relevant? You think it is?
I actually disagree. I disagree that there are enough South Asians in newsrooms because I speak to editors. I spoke with several editors today, and one of their top concerns was we do not have enough diversity in newsrooms. So no, our work is not done.
Of that?
I'm here.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
No, I just get.
I think we want to solve this water. I mean, I think what Anusha said is right, but I think also that it's not just about numbers, it's also about the perspective, like, personnel is policy in a sense, right? I mean, it's not just that you want there to be sufficient numbers. Presumably, in a large organization of journalists, you could have lots of people of color, not just South Asians, but if everybody at the top is a white man, you're not necessarily going to get the same perspectives as you would if there was a diversity of opinions at the top of the organization. And so, I think the South Asian Journalists Association is very much part of that, but so are many other organizations. And we're also here to provide the resources to people who don't have them, to bring them up and to enlist them in this profession. I mean, I don't think it would be a great accomplishment if what we did was make sure that every middle-class South Asian child had access to a journalism career. That would not be very satisfactory as far as I'm concerned. I think it's the diversity of perspective within our community that is important.
Just echoing what everyone said, I think what we realized, just to continue, after that January meeting, when we realized most of those 4 people probably would not be speaking at the event tonight and the past 25 years, we started investing in ourselves. And we started investing in each other. And that's when we started realizing that diversity is our strength. Diversity, Southern Asia is massive, right? There's so many people, there's so many different stories coming from every region. It's impossible to cover everything. And I think that's the message we wanted to send everyone. But also when we started realizing that when Akbar gets a really good story at HuffPost, that's a win for all of us. When Akbar rises at HuffPost, that's a win for all of us. Right?
Stand up so people know. And by the way, I was so happy that he came here today because his pants are more outrageous than mine. Please stand up. Please stand up so they can see it. There you go.
I think it's almost like, when Jigger and I, when Jigger was president, we talked about baseball a lot. We talked about having a strong bench, but also having a strong farm system. And the farm system is your single A, your double A is where you train people, right? For those that don't follow baseball. And one thing that we knew we needed to do was to have a strong farm system. And that farm system meant having uncomfortable conversations in boardrooms, having uncomfortable conversations with microphones, and having uncomfortable, events that push beyond. And that's how you get diversity, because these voices come out. And not to plug somebody, but I remember when Vikas Bajaj came to 2 of our events before he was famous, and we were talking about Islamophobia. We were talking about uncomfortable things. And now his show, all he talks about is Islamophobia. And everyone else, now I can go to a newsroom and talk about this stuff because we set that bar, and we did diversity with design by this company, which helps in the larger newsroom. And you're right, in the show, we don't have enough people. In my newsroom, there's 2 South Asians, right? We're a major network. We need more people. And it's even less on top. So the struggle continues, but this is part of that.
Yeah, just to add to that, I would just say, both of you sort of talked about like how will we know when SAJA's work is sort of complete or has reached a certain point. I think it actually goes beyond South Asians, like how many South Asians there are in the newsroom, because, for those of us who've been in journalism for the past 25 years, there is a real existential, deep conversation going on right now about representation and diversity in the news at a time when the news industry is really struggling. And I think SAJA has a place, not just for South Asian journalists, but I think until the news industry thinks of diversity as critical to survival in the way that digital, it wasn't always, it was then seen as critical to survival. Until that conversation happens, I think that we have a lot of work.
I also just want to say that there's a couple people here who helped make SAJA happen at the very earliest days. We have today Sopan, who is a great stand-up and a writer at the New York Times, but we had our first MC of any event we did was Aladdin, the wonderful writer, comic, director, and he's here tonight sitting in the back very quietly. Give him a hand for Aladdin. He used to say he's the funniest South Asian in the nation when he was the only stand-up. Today, there are so many more people, but he's still the godfather of that. But he emceed the dinner, and Vijay Amanraj was the guest, and the person helping hand out the awards as a volunteer was Prerana Thakurdesai, who was a student at Columbia, now she's a superstar in India. So this shows you how things change and how things evolve, and it's been just very, very special to see all of you here tonight. And I want to give a shout out, if I could, you mentioned spouses, that the families that supported us to make this possible. My wife Rupa is here, but there's so many spouses here who allowed us to go to board meetings only all day Saturday so we could fight with each other. Yeah, we'll see. But so, I wanted just to shout out to all the family that let us do this, and to all the people who called me over the years saying, my father would like to talk to you about letting me be a journalist. and I would refer them to different people, some in this room, and tell them, talk to them, and you all did, and make a huge difference for SAJA. And our partner, very early partner, Rajan Shah is here from SAMA, South Asian Media and Marketing Association, the business side of media. And we did that Shah Rukh Khan event and other things, and Priyanka Chopra also, but we did a lot of other things as well. And my last shout out here is to my friend Vijay Vaidishwaran, who is here. Vijay, if you wave. He is the head of business, he's the business editor of The Economist, which is like being the head of video at YouTube. And he gets to do a lot of cool stuff, and it shows you how the world has changed again. I keep going back to talk to him about what The Economist is doing, including a coffee truck that they had, Vijay's idea, which shows you how the media is changing, and we all have to change with it. And it's a very special opportunity and a great time. And here's to the next 25 years. I can't believe Jeff Goldman is here with us. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. It's beautiful.
So we other former president and now member. And this John Lakshmi are
John, how much money? You said 600,000. How much money have we raised altogether, given away?